Hey, what's up guys? So due to some certain extenuating circumstances and not a lot of time, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this and this in my apartment. So let's do this. All right, so I've already had some hands-on with the Series X thanks to the preview, so let's go ahead and open this guy up first. I have a little more idea of what to expect, so I think we have some tape back here, yes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this tape real quick. There's that, and let's go ahead and do this one on this side, so you guys can see it a little bit. Open that up here. Oh, this is different than the original. So this is a little different because the Xbox Ones, oh, I'm taking that whole side off. Oh, we are off to a great start, people. Oops. Here we go, and oh, that is nifty. That is pretty. So real quick, I just wanted to do this for my phone as well because this is a cool unboxing experience. Here's the box itself, and then it just lifts up. And that is nice. That is so much nicer than how they handled it on the Xbox Ones. I love it. So this is pretty, normally I try to get like extra cables and other stuff out of the way first, but oh, there's my Amazon package. Now I know the Xbox is nice and on display right here, but I'm gonna start by just getting a couple other things out of the box real quick. This little top flap here, we've got HDMI cables. Worth noting that for the Series X, you do need 2.1, which I'm assuming these are being bundled with. Got our power cable, and then of course, the controller. Now I already had some hands-on with this during the preview period. I'm a really big fan. It is definitely a kind of logical upgrade to the original controller. It's not like a massive shift, but I really like the way it feels, and yeah. Now, let's get the actual Xbox out. So it looks like there's a little flap here I need to undo. Yep, just undo that, and oh yeah. Oh, this is dense with 4K gaming. I'm excited. Oh, it's upside down. So we'll just go ahead and put it sideways, undo all the tape first. There's that. And that. Oh yeah. Here we are. This is the Xbox Series X, also known as the Xbox Fridge. I do really love this one. It grew so much on me. I really didn't care for this design when I first saw it, but especially after my time in the preview program, in tower mode, I really like it. I'm still not really sold on this look, not sold on that yet, but this looks great. Okay, let's carefully set that down here for now and move away this plastic. We'll just kind of hide the cables behind the system. And then let's start opening this guy over here. Now this is the Xbox Series S. I have not had any direct hands-on with this system just yet. This is the more affordable version of the system that is all digital and does not support 4K gaming, instead favoring for 1080p, possibly 1440 for some specific games. All right, unboxing number 2. Get a good angle of this, right? Looks good. All right, here we go. Not as fancy, hold on. Up, there it is, okay. That just didn't want to stay up there. All right, so this one's a pretty straightforward one. We've got the system right there. Same kind of idea, but a little simpler. Instead of the actual full flap, just a little cardboard workaround. Where do we have all of our additional, oh, up here. So before I get to the system again, HDMI cables, power cables, all good. And then of course the controller, and I think to match this one, it's gonna be the robot white instead of the black design. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yes, it is. Now I have not had hands-on with the white design just yet. I really like how clean this looks. White all around, obviously, back, front, shoulders, triggers, everything except for black accents on the sticks and D-pad, which I actually really like. I like the way the just all black one looked, but I'm always a fan of having two colors to kind of clash with each other. And now let's open up the Series S. Just gotta slide this off right here. And this tape right here. Now, whereas the Series X is oftentimes joked as being a fridge, the Series S is the speaker box, or in my opinion, the drive-through intercom. I really think that's the joke that makes more sense. This is how they always kind of show it off in tower mode, which looks fine. Compared to the Series X though, I actually do really like this one sideways. I think that looks nice right there, which this is the DJ setup version, but yeah, I really like the way this looks. And God, I already had the dummy units to compare sizes, but I haven't had them for a little bit. I already sent those back. And so having the real system side by side again, it's just seeing that difference. The Series S is so much smaller. I really like it. The Series X grew on me a lot when I was messing with the preview one, but there's something about the smaller size and the fact that I can lay it down sideways that I really like the look of the Series S. I'm always a fan of my system sideways, and so it makes more sense to my brain. Yeah, so this one again is an all digital system, so there is no disc tray anywhere, no disc slot, nothing like that, just the power button and a little USB port on the front. Already did a few size comparisons back with dummy units, but you can see again, the Series S when standing up is a little shorter, definitely a lot thinner as far as the kind of going back body goes. That's sideways right there. And it's basically the same length that ways. And then if we want to put them sideways, this one's got the little feet on the side. Again, not loving how this one looks on its side, but if you wanted to, that's the size comparison there. And that's where you really see the big difference, right? Is just how tall this gets and then how tall this gets. It just ends up making it look so massive compared to some other past systems because you're not used to sideways being quite this tall. And really in person, it's a lot smaller than you think when you see a lot of photos, because while it is a lot thicker this way, it's not nearly as deep. In tower mode, it looks really, really nice. Again, it's a little weird when it's on its side. This one, I think tower mode still works. Yeah. I wouldn't be mad having that in my setup. I think certain special editions could look really cool with this, depending on how they want to play with the colors for the fan vent, or even putting a design on there that clashes with the rest of the body. I think there's a lot of really cool opportunities there. But I think for me, definitely gonna go landscape like this for first. Something else for these, at least visually, like I mentioned earlier with the controllers, I tend to like having two colors to play with, and that also plays into what I really like about the Series S design. I like how we have the black air vent right here with the white body. I think that's a really nice clash. It really makes up for the fact that compared to the Xbox One X and One S, it doesn't have the base for that kind of color clashing. The Series X, at first glance, is just all black, which looks nice. Again, I do like to have two colors though, and a way that kind of sneaks it in there that I really like is the air vents on top. I love that little green trim, and I'm very curious if, like what I was saying with the air vents on the Series S, if for certain special editions, we're gonna see other colors played with on the top here for the vents, because I think that's really an intentional part of the system, is that they clearly want this one in tower mode. I mean, you can even just tell by the orientation of the power button. And so when it comes to things like special editions, I'm curious if anyone's gonna mess with this top vent area, because they definitely want you to see that little bit of green accent. And then real quick, I already talked a little bit about this when I had hands-on with the dummy units, but as far as ports go on the systems, we've got USB ports on the front, and then on the back side for both systems, we've got the same things going on. We've got a pair of USB-A, Ethernet port, HDMI, the dedicated slot for the expandable memory storage that Microsoft will be selling. There are gonna be other ones made available eventually, but right now we just know the one main one coming out, which is gonna be a 1 terabyte card. And then of course, little place to plug in for power. So aside from the fact that obviously these are different sizes, different power capabilities, and this one is lacking the ability to read discs, everything else on these systems is identical. Is it just me, or I feel like this one's not picking up fingerprints as easily as the preview one did, which makes me happy. But yeah, there we have it, the Xbox Series X and Series S. I'm gonna hook up both these systems and start messing with them. I already had a little time with a Series X during the preview program, but there were a lot of things I couldn't fully test just yet, as well as, checking out next-gen games. So I'm very excited for messing with this one right now. And I've had no hands-on with the Series S yet, so I'm really excited to see how this one stacks up as far as things go, like how the fan sounds on it, because it's not using the same kind of cooling system as the Series X. I'm curious to see some gameplay head-to-head versus these two systems. Really excited to see what they both have to offer. I never really did a shout out for subscribing, so I guess I'll put that at the end of the video, like right now. Oops. I am planning on doing full reviews for both these systems, as well as doing some comparisons between them. And of course, once the PS5 comes out and I get my hands on that, I'll do some comparisons with that as well. Put up all those thoughts, so make sure you're subscribed if you don't want to miss out on any of that content. I got a lot of stuff planned.